Hi everyone, my name is Ron. Welcome to the OpenLMIS demo videos. This is the 7th in our series. In this video we're going to look at how OpenLMIS supports push or informed allocation based replenishments. Informed allocation based replenishments typically depend upon a logistician, a supervisor, or someone at the supplying depot making the determination as to what are the ideal replenishment amounts for each of the products that are being provided to the health centers they serve. OpenLMIS currently supports informed allocation-based replenishment for vaccine programs. We call these periodic replenishments distributions. Let's assume that I am currently logged into the system as a user who has the rights to manage distributions for vaccine programs. I'm going to go start working now on a distribution. Health centers that are served by informed allocation-based distributions are grouped into what we call delivery zones. You can use whatever criteria is relevant to your operations for grouping facilities together into delivery zones. This does not need to be based on geographic proximity. In our demo environment, we have 2 delivery zones set up. Let's start working in the West Zone. We're going to be working with the vaccine program, and we're going to be restocking them for the month of December. As a logistician who's about to start a new distribution, my first step is going to be loading up the truck with all the supplies I'll need to restock all the health centers that I visit as I make my rounds. OpenLMIS provides the following screen to help me plan the load on my truck. I can see here the totals that I need to have on the truck for the West Zone for each of the commodities or medical vaccines that I'm going to be delivering. I also notice that the Western Zone is comprised of 2 regions, and as I scroll down the screen here I can see details for each of these regions. In the Eastman area there's a single facility that is participating in this vaccine program, and in the Pembina Valley there are 3 facilities or health centers that are participating in this vaccine program. For each of these facilities I can see what will be the ideal stock amounts for each of the products I'm going to deliver. These numbers are based on WHO ISA formulas and the catchment population that is served by each of these facilities. I happen to have another tab open right now that we can take a very quick look at how these ISA calculations work. Let's take a look, for example, at the formula for polio 10-dose vials. And what you see here are the terms of the coefficients that comprise the WHO ISA formula. These can be adjusted to suit my particular operations. OpenLMIS also provides a tool that will allow me to vet the formula before I apply it. And what this is telling me is for a population of 10,000 people, I should plan to have on hand 179 doses of polio for each month. Let's cancel out of that, go back to working on loading up the truck. I can look at all these numbers. Once I've got my truck all loaded up, I'm ready to hit the road, and I'm ready to get back to managing the distribution. Whoops. We're in the West Zone, we're managing the vaccine program, and we're doing the month of December. I am now ready to initiate the distribution. And what will happen when I do that is OpenLMIS is going to cache on my laptop the list of all the health facilities that I'm going to be visiting, the list of all the products that I'm going to be delivering to them, the ideal stock amounts for each one of those products for each one of those facilities. It's also going to cache on my laptop all the screens or all the forms that I'm going to be using to enter data as I make the rounds visiting each one of these health centers. I should also mention that this process works just as well whether I'm using a laptop or a tablet. OpenLMIS will cache the information on a tablet. So now let's go ahead and initiate the distribution. You can see it has all been downloaded. It's now cached on my device, be it a laptop or a tablet, and I look down here in the table of distributions that are currently cached on my device. We're going to serve the West Zone delivery zone for the vaccine program. We're working for the month of December. The status of the distribution is now initiated. At this point, because everything is cached on my laptop, I can disconnect from the internet. I can take my laptop or tablet with me in the truck, out in the field, and I'll be able to collect data as I stop at each one of the health centers along my route. At some point along the way, if I find I have connectivity again, I can sync the data that I've collected thus far back to the server, or when I get back to the office at the completion of my run, I'll be able to sync all the data back to the server. This concludes video number 7. In our next video, we will look at how I, the logistician, am going to use all the information that's been cached on my laptop as I'm out in the field. Thank you.